Last chapter of Bloom's new life. Love conquers everything. Well, not exactly conquers everything. I mean, there hasn't been that much of a fight. In the royal palace of Domino, something great would happen. For some apparent reason, a meeting had been scheduled in the throne room. There was the king and queen of Domino, parents of Bloom, Des Cherry Blossom, Ortiel and Marion, seated on the thrones. With them was their older daughter, Daphne. Sorry, that whole plot point pisses me off. The doors of the throne room opened, and the other five wings entered, accompanied by the sky. Four blossom of cherry, four blind friend of cherry blossom, Des Bloom. Your Majesties, Stella says, she and the others bow to the king and queen Domino. What's the emergency Dad's called us? Yeah, I particularly, says Guy. I received a message to order to make it so, Oriental replied. An order? Aisa repeated. From who? From me. A voice answered. He then turned and saw the Lord of Order appearing in the room, carrying a big mirror under his arm, whose hand was not carrying a spear. Hello, everyone, he grinned, making a slight bow. I hope you're having a wonderful day. But what are you doing here? Asked rudely to the Lord of Order. You're not welcome here. I'm sorry to contradict you. My arrogance spoiled little prince. But this is my kingdom, like all the others who live in peace and order. The Lord of Order said. Their rulers are merely my representatives. Right, Oriental? But Oriental didn't answer. So what are you doing here? Asked Aisa. Good thing, it's definitely not. If you come to tell me to give up Bloom, so you could turn around, go back on the rock you left, Sky said brusquely. I'll have a little talk with your daddy about the education you have received, said the Lord of Order to Sky. That's not how a young man speaks. That made Sky contorting his face in anger. Now, although it's always a pleasure to insult you, Sky, let's talk about what really brought me here, shall we? The Lord of Order said. He had put the mirror he carried under his arm on the ground. Uh, that mirror is so beautiful, Stella screamed excitedly. Stella, this is no time to admire mirrors, Forrest said. Actually, I think we should admire that mirror, Tetna said, staring the obstacle at the pier. What do you mean, Tetna? Musa asked. According to my computer's data, that mirror is the same one where the Lord of Order made Bloom pass once he was banished to another reality, she said. Very well, the Lord of Order congratulated, while all the others looked in the mirror. What a nice deduction. Yeah, this mirror is more than just an object of beauty and admiration. It's a portal between dimensions, specifically for the dimension where Princess Bloom went. Nope, I'm not reading any Daphne's lines. I refuse to admit she was resurrected. All the others looked to the Lord of Order, expectants. Oh, you really like it so, was it not, Princess? Lord of Order nodded. But unfortunately, that's not the reason why I'm here. I guess it's not in my hands. I'm sorry to ask, my lord, but what do you mean? Well, a picture's worth 1,000 words. The Lord of Order says, is not what they say. And before you start talking, I will show you it's not an illusion, not manipulating in any way the image, just for the record. Having said this, he snapped his fingers, and the mirror glass began to glow, began to reflect something. Did Cherry Blossom, that is Bloom, appeared in its true form in the mirror. Happiness appeared on the face of the girls who watched the mirror. Dad! Mom! Daphne! Girls! She called, overjoyed. So good to see you. Bloom! They all called, going to the mirror, including the king and queen, who rose from their thrones just because they saw his daughter appear in the mirror. Bloom, I don't believe you're here, said Stella. Well, you're not right here, but you can see us and we can see you. Stella, we get it, Yusa said. You can stop it. Oh, Bloom, it's so good to see you, said Flora. We miss you so much, Ayesa said. It's virtually impossible to calculate the longing we have for you, Techna said. I miss you too, girls, Bloom said with a tender smile. Bloom, my daughter. I don't believe it's you, Oriole said. And we thought we'd never see you again, Marion said. Me too, Dad, Mom, said Bloom, while seeing her parents and father themselves in a brace. It was cut by the near surface that was between them. Blank. I refuse! Daphne's death was one of my favorite moments of the original Links. It was powerful. It was beautiful. It was heart-wrenching. I think you just wing it. After up and bring her back to life. Very well, Blue said. The Lord of Aura sent me to a wonderful place. It has a balance between nature and its inhabitants that's impossible to describe. I told you, didn't I? Said the Lord of Aura to the presence. When Daphne turned away from the mirror surface, it was time for Sky to approach. Hello, Blue. He greeted with a warm and passionate smile. But when he started to put his hands over hers, Bloom just took a step back, looking away sadly. Bloom, what's up? Sky asked. I had to tell you something. All of you. What is it? It has something to do with your homecoming? Stella asked. But Bloom couldn't speak. She could not find the right words to explain what was happening to her. Lord Horde had saved her to do that and told everyone. Bloom has found a way back. It's right now in front of the portal. That's fantastic, Sky said. You just have to cross it if we can meet again. It's easy. No, Sky. It's not so easy. Bloom, the friend said, worried. How is it not that easy? Sky asked. Don't tell me this bastard here in the golden armor is making you take another decision. Look, I'm about to pass from I don't like you to I hate you, threatened the Lord of War. You think that scares me, don't you? Sky asked. Sky, the Lord of War has nothing to do with this, screamed Bloom. This is me. What do you mean? Sky asked. Well, Sky didn't understand the reason for all that hesitation. Blank! And the other wings all realized that. You don't want to come back, do you? Daphne's ghost said. Bloom shook her head. What? Sky asked, not wanting to believe. There cannot be true! You can't want to stay there! Sky, calm down, Stella asked, placing a hand on Sky's shoulder. Do you think I will calm down? Sky asked, removing Stella's hand from her shoulder. How can you be calm when Bloom is saying she does not want to return? This does not concern you? Of course, yes, but Bloom might have her own reasons, Aisha said. We had to know what they are to realize why. This is all he said tonight, Sky, Aisha said. Oh, don't explain no reasons. After all, Scott nodded, and Bloom took a deep breath and said, Since I came to this world, I wanted to come back. But eventually I get attached to this world. I reconstructed the happiness I lost, and I must say I am fully satisfied with the life I lead. I don't have you with me, but I have many good friends here who help me. I know you will always be in my heart. Those words moved her friends and smiled fondly. Sky read the saying, So I want to live with you in this world. I'm willing to do that. No, Doror replied, before Blue could say anything. And I don't say this because I don't like you, but because it's impossible for you to go to Equestria. Equestria? Stella repeated. That looks like a name for a world inhabited by horses instead of people or something. You hit the bullseye, Stella, Lorrimore. That caused a great dismay between those who heard. Yes, Equestria is inhabited by equine beings, among other creatures. The equine beings are ponies, to be more precise. They could be Earth Pony, Pegasi, and unicorns. And yes, Bloom is now a pony. You don't see her like that because I want to. I don't care that, Sky said. I just want to know the reasons why I can't go to that land called Equestria. For 3 simple reasons, he replied. First, your triplets set the balance between order and chaos here, and that would take a long time to fix it. Time I'm not willing to lose. Secondly, you're the only prince of Arachidon, so if you are out, your kingdom won't have a prince to succeed the king. At last, and most important of all, the spell I used in blue can only be used once per century for an individual. I can only perform that spell in this reality. Moreover, there is the fact that Bloom no longer feel for you the same as he did before. Sky laughed and said, You say you cannot lie, but you just said the dumbest thing ever. I love Bloom and she loves me, right, Bloom? Theron saw Bloom avoid looking at him. Bloom, you love me, right? She looked at him and said, I like you, Sky, but not in the same way as before. I'm sorry. I mean, once you have horse dick, you're never coming back. No, it can't be, Sky said, shaking his head in disbelief. It can, Sky, Blue said. Here, I ended up getting close to a stallion, and I ended up falling in love. I had to say goodbye to him because of my desire to want to come back. It caused me an immense pain in my chest. Now I realize how important he is for me. No, it can't be, Sky said. What does he have that I don't? Sky, I have watched all of Lakes up to season 4. And what does Big Mac have that you don't? Do you want the list? Do you really want to know? Lorvor asked. I could tell you many things, but I think we would stay here the rest of the day. It has nothing to do with you, Sky, Bloom said, interrupting the Lorvor. I just fell in love when I thought I'd never see you. When this past became something else, it became true love. You're still important to me because you were my first love, but now I can't love you the same way you do. Our love is not reciprocated now. I'm sorry. This left Sky devastated and stepped back, looking away from the mirror. Bloom felt herself bad because she knew she had hurt him a lot, but she was completely honest with him. Then she turned to her parents and said, Mom, Dad, You don't have to say anything, my dear, Oriel said. If this is what you really want, Bloom, we will support you, Marion said. We are your parents. I just want you to be happy. And if your happiness depends on that stallion, so it's okay for us, Oriel said. So it's only because it's only okay if we just not make you suffer. Bloom made a little laugh and said, You have nothing to worry about, Dad. He's very gentle and kind. She turned to Daphne and said, What about you, Ghost? I am the same opinion of our parents, Daphne said. Just follow your heart. Thank you, Daphne. Bloom thanked. You know what? If I ever get married, I want you to be my best man. Who is how we here called to maid of honor. Yes, it's settled, Daphne said to laugh. Can it be? Bloom asked the Orivore. How it is for a short space of time, yes, it can, he replied. That left Bloom very happy. Then she turned to her friends. And you don't need to tell us anything, Isa said. Yes, we don't care where you are, since you're happy, Laura added. You have our full support, Jitna said. That is a fact. Really? Asked Bloom. Of course, Isa said. Stacey promised us that we'll be your bridesmaids. But of course, she replied, cannot be otherwise. Still good, because I want to know the stallion for whom you lost your mind, said Stella. Must be really cute. You bet, Stella, said Bloom, laughing. There was a pause in which Bloom looked to Sky for a moment, but he refused to look at her. It's time, my dear, Lorvor warned to Bloom. Then she turned to everyone and said, Well, have to go. I miss you all. Then everyone started talking at once, speaking their farewells. Please, tell to my adopted parents I'm fine and I love them, she asked before the portal closed for good. Lorvor just snapped his fingers, and the mirror shone again. When it stopped, it turned to be a mirror like everyone else. Well, that was interesting, he said, taking the mirror again. Now I must warn you about one thing, especially you, little prince. Bloom made her choice, and it was the final one. She will never return to this world. I mean, she can come back, but it'll be briefly because she doesn't belong here anymore. I hope you don't even try to force an entry to request you without my consent, because if you do it, the consequences will be severe. You don't have to worry about us, my lord, Oriental said, making a slight bow. While the other, except Sky, did the same. It's not you I'm worried, he replied, taking a brief look at Sky, and returned the look with a lot of hate. Well, have a nice day. And having said this, he turned his back, starting to head to the exit, but he flashed and disappeared. In the mirror room, Twilight and the others were waiting. Dim Blue, sitting now as Cherry, came from the mirror. The others turned to her and told him, It's done. Are you sure you made the right choice? Twilight asked. I am, Bloom answered. Moreover, if anyone was not sure, I could no longer go back, right? They waited till Pinky went to the mirror and put her hoof on its surface, wanting to feel as if a bright liquid only touched the mirror's hard surface. Oh, bummer. Yaris gave a laughter, and Cherry realized he had to do something immediately. Hurry, please. Tell me, when the next train to Ponytail depart? Cherry asked hastily to her pony friends. Well, if you hurry, you can catch the train to prod us, Twilight replied. You should get there by the time of sunset. Leave me out of this. Wasting no time, Cherry began to run towards the door. Where you going, girl? Applejack asked. I had to go meet some pony. I never should have said goodbye, she replied, reaching the door. Will somebody please put a cheesy 80s love ballad here? Anything! I don't care! Bring us some Michael Bolton! Celine Dion! I don't care! This needs a cheesy 80s love ballad! Come on! This made all lose a smile, but more of it was Applejack. Go to it, girl. And I would fight for your honor! Cherry nodded and opened the door with her magic and fired out there, nearly bumping with Blue's sword who had appeared with his purple armor worn. Oh, sorry, Blue Sword, she apologized, continuing to run. What's gotten to her? He asked, entering the room. Nothing, my dear, Twilight replied, approaching you to Blue, giving you a kiss on the cheek. She just goes after her heart. What? He asked, confused. Nothing, mere talk. She said nothing. In Ponyville, the sun was setting. Big Mac was on the top of the same hill where Cherry Blossom said goodbye to him. He had almost proposed to her in marriage. He was immensely sad, looking at the horn ring he had brought for Cherry Blossom. He didn't understand the reason for her to go away, right at the precise moment that things were between them were going so well. Was it something he had done? However, there was nothing to do. She had gone for good. He never went to see her. He began to cry and lifted the hope that he was holding the box with the ring, prepared to throw it away. He had to forget Cherry, that he had to get rid of everything that reminded him of her. Stan began to hear hooves approaching. Then he hastened to hide the box under the same root. He listened carefully to the sound of hooves approaching. He knew those steps. He couldn't immediately associate it to the pony who was making them. But he knew it was from a mare. He thought it could only be his sister Applejack. If you came here to comfort me, Applejack, tell him Lady Cherry was very happy to return home. You can turn around. He turned to steps approaching from him. He felt a hoof put up on his shoulder. The Big Mac felt his heart accelerate sheath. He knew that touch, that gentle and care touch. Red Stallion was astounded, thinking that only one pony had a touch like that. He looked at the hoof and saw the coat which was covering it, not brilliant light grammates, but very soft blue. He turned to look and was stunned when he saw Cherry Blossom smile lovingly to him. Cherry? He asked, not able to believe. Hello, Big Mac. What's up? He began. I couldn't get going. I could not leave you. She looked at Big Mac's eyes and saw that they were swollen and wet. Were you crying? She asked, moving her hoof over Big Mac's face. No, I wasn't. He lied, averting his head from her hoof and looking away from her. Cherry could feel the resentful tone of Big Mac. Once he could understand, given what she did. Big Mac, you don't have to hide your emotions from me, she said. I know I hurt you, and I'm sorry for that. I didn't want to do that, but I had no choice. I think it's necessary to make big mistakes to realize the truth. And that truth is? Big Mac asked, looking at her. The truth is I love you. It's just you I want to be with, Cherry said. No offense, Cherry. That's what you told me when we started our relationship. I know, but... Instead, Cherry saw she had no alternative but to tell Big Mac. She then told him everything. From the life she had in her old world, through the sacrifice he had made to her arrival to Ponyville. Always so tough to accept her love for Big Mac, right as he said goodbye to him. So you had the opportunity to return and come back to see your family, friends again. That's why you left me? Big Mac asked. I know what I did was to hurt you a lot, but try to understand my situation. I miss them so much, and when I realized the elements of harmony could fulfill my desire to see them, I didn't even think twice. Please forgive me for... But Big Mac made her stop talking, putting a huff over her lips, smiled at her and said, Cherry, listen to me. I don't care where you come from or what you are. I love you because of your heart, nothing more. I totally understand what you did. For me, I would also do the same thing. I don't know how happy I am to know you love me so much. You're supposed to go back to your world for me. Cherry, you are the mare of my dreams, and I will love you forever, even if I have to fight against everything and everyone. Those words left Cherry Blossom speechless. Really? She asked. Yep, he said. They did nuzzle each other and embrace each other. Big Mac could not fit himself with happiness. This is the perfect opportunity. As the two were embracing, Big Mac groped to find the box with the ring. They separated themselves, smiled to each other, and then Big Mac asked, Cherry, did you remember what I wanted to tell you yesterday? Yes. And I'm sorry for not letting you to speak, Terry said. It's okay, he replied. But I wanted to say it was something so important. I wanted the moment to be perfect. Terry didn't know why. Now, she was not concerned for explaining from Big Mac. She could feel a certain nervousness in Big Mac's words. Instead, she saw him revealing a small velvet box. She left her petrified. Jerry, I love you so much. I want to spend the rest of my days with you. So, he opened the box, revealing the ring he had brought for her. He asked the question, Will you marry me, Cherry Blossom? Cherry was caught completely by surprise. She didn't expect that answer that one. Her heart throbbed with excitement, and her stomach made more turns than ever. She looked at Big Mac, who smiled with his warm, caring smile. That smile always charmed her. It led to his sweet, gentle eyes. She didn't smile and said, Yes, Big Macintosh Apple, I'll marry you. Using her magic, she put the ring on her horn. Big Mac, unable to contain himself, shouted as loud as he could, Yeah! He hugged her, she did the same. Their hug was strong and full of emotion. Split up and went to each other, and then Big Mac said, I love you, Cherry. I love you too, Big Mac, she said. And they both gave a kiss. Most passionate of all those they already have. You know what? This fic ain't really all that bad. Don't get me wrong. This is not a well-written fic. It's obvious that this is the author's first time writing in English, and that English is not his first language. And some of the OCs come out of nowhere for the relationships, and he's just jealous that he didn't get with Applejack. Shut up, Trex! And I kind of wish we saw more of the Winx Club feeling their emotions about it. And I kind of wish there was more, action or, something. But beyond that, it's not all that bad. I know I know that I kind of wish that Winx showed up more, but let's be fair here. The girls' friendship didn't show up all that much in the original series anyway. The girls didn't have that many friendship moments, so sorry to say. And while it's just ridiculous and silly for Blue to fall in love with Big Mac so spontaneously, I don't really mind it because there were some. It was slow, but when you compare it to, say, Let Them Wonder, that One Piece crossover, the Spider-Man, and the Sonic, this one leaves them all behind. Why? Because, unlike the four that I just mentioned, it doesn't insult the show. We don't have any scenes of Twilight going, wee, I am a weak little female with a pussy, and I am weak. Oh, bless me, I'm unable to fight. Wee. No! Ha ha ha! Your villains are all stupid because they monologue! Ignoring how most Marvel villains act, but ha ha ha! Your villains are all stupid! No! I can beat Discord even though he's a reality bender and, you can mind rape anybody! Ha ha ha! There's none of that stupidity! And good golly, do I need that? See, it's not that hard to write a crossover where you're not insulting the girls and not saying, Oh, I'm sorry, Twilight, but you are a woman, so thus you are weak and pathetic. Should have been born with a penis, hon! Nope, a perfectly reasonable and just generally fun story. Also, none of this overall over-dramatic depression that Spider-Man went through every single chapter. It was just a fun story. Good? No. Great? Hell no. Is it the best pony crossover I've ever read? Hell no. Ignoring mine, that would have to be anything Arcade Striker has done, the Fall of Equestria stuff, and so much more. Those are the great crossovers. But still, it's just a fun thing, and sometimes that's all we need. I was kind of hoping for it to be bad, though, but fun? I don't mind. Well, I think it's about time we get back into action. I've been watching a lot of Critical Role lately, guys. And it's been a lot. It's been hell of a fun. But it's got me inspired. I kind of want to do some dragon stuff. Let's finish Last of the Dragon Lords. See you then.